Guys, good morning to you. Happy Saturday. Getting closer to Halloween, and that excites me. And what I'm really excited about is the weather is coming more into focus. Here's the way it's going to play out. I think starting at 7 o'clock tonight, the rains are going to come in, and they're going to increase throughout the day tomorrow till they hit some kind of peak around, I don't know, 11 or 12 o'clock in the morning with high winds and stuff like that. I hope that everything's going to be okay here on the rancho. I do have some trees of concern and stuff, so keep your fingers crossed for that. It's what they call an atmospheric river. It just dumps rain in massive quantities. It's something that's really particular to California. Anyway, but I did see today, if we look beyond Tuesday, then we're looking at really nice weather. 70s, Tara will be coming out, Halloween. May or may not go to Vegas, I'm not sure, for a few days. But the point is, we've got clear, cool evenings and warm days up in the 60s and 70s. And I think that is fantastic. So let's talk about what's going to happen in the meantime. Let me warm up my coffee a bit here. I like to be nice and snuggly when in fall weather and everything. So tonight, number one, thank you guys for those of you who were there last night. A lot of questions I got this morning. Rosie, why didn't you do a separate video for Kitchen Stadium with the chicken in a bag? Well, for one reason, I didn't know if it would work. I didn't know if the spicing combination would be good. Because I'd like things to be a success. Well, it was a raging success. Yeah, I could have reduced the heat a little bit with less cayenne, knocked the salt down by 2/3, and then you're on absolute perfection. So that's what I'll do in Kitchen Stadium, is I'll go ahead and make that dish as a standalone for the night that we do that. We'll take our time. We'll get the ingredient list nailed, and it'll be a lot of fun. The fries were delicious. The chicken was delicious. A little too spicy, a little too salty. So don't really need that much in a diet. But it's all about adjusting. And it was fun. And what shocked me is how well that it turned out with the using the egg wash first and then using cornstarch instead of flour. And it gave a really crispy coating to the chicken, and it did something more important that flour doesn't do. It sealed the juices inside quickly. And the chicken was much juicier than, I would say, chicken that's conventionally fried with a flour or something like a Louisiana batter or some kind of Zatarain's or any kind of fry mix that you use. So I was really excited about that. Let me grab my coffee, have a seat, and we will roll on. I think there really is something to the MAC makeup, I'll tell you, because I'm drinking coffee, and that lipstick, that Russian red, is still sticking on there. It's pretty good. You really do get what you pay for, and I'm usually using drugstore $1.99, but the older I get in life, whether it's sneakers, whether it's makeup and things like that, I'm discovering that there's no substitute for quality. You have to pay up. You have to pay up for good quality stuff, and it redefines your world. Remember when I had the sneaker issue and my knees were so bummed out? I'm like, guys, I'm not even there, and I'm walking around Reno. I had the miracle in August in Reno of being cured of my terrible foot pain, all that stuff with the knee pain and everything. I just chooched so much that I chooched my joints into the ground. And it's like, something's got to give. I can't do it. And I was come to find out with advice from subscribers and other stuff that it's probably something to do with your shoes. Bam! I cut over to First, I got the Miracle Cure in Reno, which was great, at the Church of Cathedral St. Thomas Aquinas or whatever. And then I started discovered Nikes, and it changed my whole world. So maybe lipstick will do that. I don't have any more pain. I'm not saying I don't have pain. Once in a while, if I overdo it, or I'm staying on my feet too long, or I'm pedaling Spanky around, yeah, it can be a little bit of pain. But wow, it's so good now. The shoes are so well made. I'm so cushioned. I get those Nike running shoes, and every time I go to Vegas, and I'll be going in November and in December. I like to go over to the thrift store and get the not the thrift store, but the outlet store, and pick up 2 or 3 pairs. And I think last year I got like $45 a pair, and I was like, oh man, I am in heaven. So we're gonna try to do that. They had the Electric Daisy Carnival this weekend, which wanted to go down. But room prices were ridiculous, and coming up, going forward, they're going to cheapen. So we'll be getting down there. I'm not sure if it'll be the end of this week. It'd be kind of fun, but I got to race back to Santa Rosa. What day of the week is? What is today? The 20. Let's see what the hell today is. Today's the 23rd. So in 7 days, you're talking about Saturday the 30th, and then Halloween is the 31st. And so you're talking about me racing back to here on Sunday to get back to Santa Rosa in time to see Tara. It's a little too tight. So got Tara coming the first. We're going to spend a good time. And then depending on her departure date, immediately put it in gear for that, and then try to get the East Coast trip, maybe combined with the East Coast trip there. I'm not quite sure. Still waiting for some things to develop. Do you like the top? I think it's really nice. It's like 1960s, like the coffee house style. Right? I gave my love a cherry that had, give them that rosy shake, right? Boy, they shake beautifully these days. What else is going on? So tonight, I doubt if we'll be in Kitchen Stadium tonight. So we'll try to go out and get some coffee. I think what I'm going to do is, or might just start right here. I've got the nice pork loin that we picked up shopping at Oliver's Market, a real nice market. I've got apples, and I've got some sauerkraut here that Mr. Z sent me. And where's the sauerkraut? Is made in Germany. So this is like the real deal. And I can put a little pork in there, a little apple in there for seasoning, and have a really nice, might have just to have an inside Kitchen Stadium here tonight. We don't got a lot of choice. I guess I could tarp up. I guess I could ask Bird today, but it seems I want to use my tarps like to keep the lawnmowers covered. Once all the trees fall, I'll go in there and get the mower and clean everything up, and I'll do the first spray of the season for the fruit trees when all the leaves come down and things dry out. Always a lot of work to do. We have a very light persimmon harvest that'll be coming up here. Have to make sure they're perfectly soft and ripe, or else they're too astringent. But they're good eating, and I'm going to enjoy harvesting them. Okay, so that's going to be tonight a nice pork loins with the apples and sauerkraut. Maybe throw a potato in there too, and I think that's going to be some pretty good eating, don't you? And then tomorrow I want to the hell do I want to do tomorrow? I got the beef stew, and I've also got the rye flour to make up some Jewish rye bread, and I got pickle juice too. If you're going to make Jewish deli rye bread, you absolutely need dill pickle juice to make that happen. So what better way to do that than to buy some dill pickles, and then the juice is there, and when you're ready to go, and it just makes a deeper, more delicious more authentic Jewish rye bread with the caraway. I bought fresh caraway seeds, some fresh stuff. So I'm happy. A couple things of fresh ingredients. So it's going to be fun. That's going to be tomorrow. There ain't no way that we're going to be outside doing that. I don't even think we're going to see if, it's no point putting the grill, we're going to have to do the ribs. We're going to have to start them at 45 minutes and then we're going to have to finish them off in the skillet to get a nice finish. I don't know, we'll figure it out tonight. In my opinion, pre-cooking pork in an oven for 45 minutes or ribs will result, get them to room temperature first. You don't even have to season them first. Don't put salt on it, draws moisture out. You can throw a little pepper on there, a little garlic powder, a little onion powder. Throw them in there for 40 minutes at 35, 40 minutes at 350 degrees on a tray. And then just once they've let them cool down a little bit, pull them out, and then you can throw them on the barbecue top, sauce them up, or we'll sauce them in the skillet here. And the meat is going to be so tender, you're not going to believe it, okay? None of this chewy ass pulling off, this gnarly, gristly BS, okay? One of my great tips for better meat. Rosie knows meat. So that'll be fun. In the meantime, we're going to be kind of prohibited from doing much outside. I can go out if it's not raining too hard, we might be able to pull it off. But it looks like it by 8 p.m. the heavy rain starts. So I might try to start outside, and I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I'll do my best. I don't mind a little bit of steady sprinkle. That's okay. We'll make that stuff happen. So it's gonna be some fun times coming up. Now tomorrow I might see. I'm gonna have to call first because they tell you, like at the local casino, 3-in-1 electric skillet giveaway. It's just like the blanket. When you get down there, complete rules available at the reward center. So what they're gonna say is you gotta play daily points to win that. And I think I'll call down to confirm that. Like if I show up with the card, do I actually get it? Or do I got to play like $185,000 through the machines to get a $18 cooker it cost? Go after yourself, right? And all that. So thank you again to those of you who were on last night. Yeah, I'm disappointed by the lack of decoration so far in the area, but look at it this way. The weather's going to clear Tuesday as we move towards Halloween. I think that's going to encourage a lot more people to put decorations up, and we have more spooky stuff to do. We definitely have gotten a ton of requests to do the Petaluma Cemetery and then return to the Sonoma Cemetery, which it's really bad news over there, right? I mean, it's just not you gotta really power up with lights and packs. I mean, if you go down there like I did before, lost my glasses and all that, it's a mess. So we shall see. In any event, I want to wish you a wonderful day, and I will see you later on. We have to break down the cook stove. We need to do a complete restoration on that. And I think we'll do a separate video on that sometime, or else we'll make it a live stream or something like that. We need to break that down and really get that fixed. So thumbs up are appreciated. If you would take a minute to hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not subscribed, you're missing a lot of daily fun here. We do have a blast. See you later.